scramble climb. Peace. So, start of Dragon's Tooth Trail. And it sure is pretty. Here goes Mike Lowry. Let's do it. Alright, so update, Dragon Tooth Trailhead. We're probably about 1.5 miles in towards Dragon Tooth, and it is nothing like North Mountain Pass in terms of steepness and that. We were just at this place that all these hikers are at, and the one guy said Dragon's Tooth is extremely steep. It's not, it's a cupcake walk compared to North Mountain that we did yesterday. That's a little bit steep. It's not easy, but it's not as steep as North Mountain. Now I say that breathing like an asthmatic aardvark, but I've had an upper respiratory infection and so on. So yeah, we're doing good. We're 1.5 miles in. I think we've got about another mile to go. Obviously, I know you get to the rock scramble at Dragon's Tooth, and then it goes to, like, I don't know, 60, 70 degree gradient. But as far as getting there, super doable. Ciao. All right, I said it's not as steep as North Mountain. That was before we got to this. So I'd say 2/3 of the way in, and it starts getting steep. Like you can see the guys up there, and that's just a few steps away. So that's enjoyable. That's cool. How beautiful that is. Yeah. we go. Spider monkey.
Oh, that's a blast. There are some chemicals and all that stuff like that. And I learned that in 1 tablespoon of healthy soil, there's more biological organisms than there are people on the planet.
Wow.
All of them work together with no real knowledge of the other in a very cohesive way to support one another. And then you got the plants, fruits, fungus, you got bacteria, you got all kinds of stuff.
Right.
And I just got to thinking one day, how in the world can that all be by chance?
Right.
And that led me down a rabbit hole and books and YouTube and all kinds of stuff.
And so that solidified your view that there must be a God. Now that is insane.
It goes deep, man, because it's in everything.
So we're standing here trying to find the trail to Dragon's Tooth, and we know it's over there somewhere, but we couldn't see it, and we didn't know if the trail had ended. And then we saw, once we actually came across this, there's a trail down there. There's also a trail down here. And just made me think about our relationship with the Lord and life. Sometimes we know where we want to go and what we want to do. Even feeling led by the Lord to do that thing and go a certain direction. But we don't always know what the next step is. But you can't find out what the next step is or what the path is until you step further along the path. And so just reminded me of that, that once you get going down the path and you take that step of faith, knowing that abiding with the Lord, you're heading in somewhat of the right direction and trusting Him to show you. You get to a point where you're not really sure where the trail is, but then you take 1 step, 2 steps forward, and it starts taking you down a trail that seems a little bit more clear, until eventually you know you're on the right track, and you eventually get to the end point, the destination, whatever that is that the Lord has for you, your calling in life, your purpose, getting through something. But as you take that step, that next step, you eventually get to the end destination. In this case, it's Dragon's Tooth for us, and 5 minutes ago, we didn't know how to get here. We knew sort of what direction it was, but we took that next step and we found it. And there's always blessings at the end of the road that the Lord takes you upon.
Shove my foot in there we go. Now getting down will be the
That's what I was gonna say.
hard part.
Gonna rappel down this other side.
Alrighty, taking the path up to Dragon's Tooth here. It's a little bit precarious. That's what makes it fun. Woo-wee. Alright, need 2 hands for this. The top of Dragon's Tooth, and this thing is a monster. It is sheer drop all the way down. So that's the view. Pretty cool. There's Mark down there. We've got Mark Baston up there. Let me tell you, I was just up there. It is freaking hairy. We got Mark Lowry. I don't know if we're going to be able to post his videos because Margot might have him for supper. That's pretty cool. I was gonna go up there. I'm not anymore. Seriously, bro, I was like, no. He's doing it. I mean, that's a ways that he just came down from there. Doesn't do it justice. The camera lens never does it justice.
Dragon's Tooth
Check out this view.
adventure.
You want to try it? I'm not going all the way. There's a nice ledge there I'm seeing. Let me give that a shot.
This is Dave kicking the pig.
Let's kick that pig.
Oh, I see what you did.
Alrighty. Bam, bam. Alright, so we just got down from Dragon's Tooth. Those two spider monkeys crawled up. This thing over here, which again, camera lens never does it justice.
I might be able to make a slight
That
increase in living.
it was hairy. So good fun. I think we've all had our shots at of adventure. Mark Lowry, out of 10 on an adventure scale, what would you say that just was?
8.5.
8.5.
Yep.
Mark Baston,
I second that. That's a good number.
8.5.
Yes, sir. 8.5 until this becomes easy, we'll do something else.
So I'm gonna say 9.899 for me, because I was sketching out a little bit up there. It was hairy, man. You literally have like 30 centimeters across that you're standing on, and if you go off either way, that's it. See you at the bottom, a couple of 100 yards down, or maybe not. Yeah, that's maybe like what, 100 feet. That over there,
60.
60 feet.
It's still,
But then the other side, see you at the bottom of the mountain. Bad news. Alrighty,
How
so
does that taste to you right now?
this is how we eat peanut butter at Invictus, man. Well, Mark's really set the precedence for this. But Mark Baston over there was like, hey, Mark Lowry, what are you eating with that with? And Mark Lowry's like, I just got a stick off a tree, and I'm eating peanut butter with a stick. Mark, it's a good day, bro.
It is, yep.
Good job,
I
brother.
was hungry.
So, a lightning bolt just struck that tree over there. See those leaves on the window? That sprayed onto the backy. And you can see the wood chips lying in the driveway over there. Well, look at Mark Lowry and Mark Baston getting a shower in the rain. Freaking crazy. Crazy white